So we take a look at the parse here, about 132.7, not bad out of this character and this ship. We'll take a look at the damage chart. You can see we didn't spike that high, drop down even lower, but then we're able to bring it up around 60 seconds. We start going up and keep it level around there. Take a look at the combat analysis report. Omega kinetic shearing for about 20k. Our pets, which is going to be our anti-timeline, our frigates, and the battleship mixed in for about 10k. Recursive shearing for just under 10k. Decent max one hit, almost 900,000. I've had up to 1.5 mil max one, and gotten up to around 25k DPS out of it, so it wasn't that great there. And then after that, just our different torpedoes and their different firing modes. So as we take a look at the actual build, if you've seen any of my other torp videos or torp builds, you're going to see a lot of the similar stuff. So not really going over too much of the build, just kind of talking about for this ship what direction we went in. Again, like I've said before, what I look for, tactical console seating. This one has the 4, so I can get 4 exploiters. And then the other thing, obviously, is the bridge officer seating. We do have our command seating. Now, we cannot run a concentrate firepower 3 because we do want to have either torp spread 3 or high yield 3. I went with spread here and then high yield 1. So we have our concentrate firepower 2. I was running a 1 as well. I was talking to Odin about the build, and we were talking about it, and he was telling me that concentrate firepower 1 really isn't worth the spot. It's only giving the high yield once every 6 seconds, I believe, and the damage there. So we're not running that. Yep, once per 6 seconds. So we're just going with the concentrate firepower 2. We have our tactical team, we have a beta, and then we got high yield 1 over here. Our commander engineering, this is our temporal spot mixed as well. So we are using recursive shearing 3. This can be really nice with a torp boat. If timed right, it can get a lot of nice max 1 hits. It could also get some good overall numbers. And the other temporal ability I am using is entropic redistribution. So, you know, the big thing about this is, and I talked about it in the beamboat, is this ship, its maneuverability obviously is not the best. Here, I was able to get up to 5.6, which is not a lot, but on my beamboat I think it was only 4.3. I am using the tachyokinetic here, something I usually don't use on these builds, but it does give me some flight turn rate and then also some chance and severity. So for this ship, I figured it wasn't a bad console to throw in there. Now, with a torp boat, it's a lot more obviously forward-facing cannons or dual beams. So a lot of the times I go to where I gotta be, get in a position, and then stop. I'm using anchored on this boat, and with the inertia here, this thing drifts. So a lot of times I went through a lot of runs, you know, trying to get a good run together, trying to work around the build, see what I wanted to change, what worked. A lot of times I came into position and I would slide out from where I wanted to be, and then I would end up with my forward torps not in their range, their arc for shooting. So, I mean, I could show you some runs. I recorded a lot of them where this kind of stuff happened. And there I'd either have to use my evasive or my emergency powder engines to get my evasive back, or burn through a deuterium to try to get back in a position. So, you know, this thing can work as a torp boat, but in no way between the price and the maneuverability would I ever recommend it as a torp ship. There are better ones out there. There are cheaper ones out there. Some do like the visuals on this ship, but I would have to say there are better looking ones out there. So, but overall, the mission is complete. The challenge to make it a torp boat that was pretty viable, it finally paid off. I will admit I almost tapped out a few times, but we were able to get it. So, hope you guys enjoyed it.